Welcome back to Minecraft 1.14. So I decided I'm gonna start off with a villager breeder and an iron farm. I'm doing this a bit earlier than I really planned because, well, hey, I got the villagers. I actually found another village off that direction that is closer to this portal than the one way over there. So they'll be a lot easier to move. I set this up so I can trap the villagers. I'll need to throw some blocks right here so that they don't go back through the portal, but I also found out that my plan is not going to work. I thought, hey, let's build a 3x3 platform out here. Well, 3 chunk by 3 chunk. And set up the farms out here. They'll be constantly loaded, running. I can set up an overflow. Doesn't work. I was watching these and the pumpkins down here, which the stems are finally to the point that they may start producing soon. Maybe. And they weren't growing. They would grow if I was in the area, but not when I was back at the house. Turns out plants will not grow in spawn chunks. Which means I could cut all this down and it would not grow back unless I was in the area. So I'm just going to stick with the iron farm. Now, these are not my designs. Though the iron farm, I'm thinking about adding something to it. I'm going to build the base for now and then see about maybe adding in a zombie component to it. After watching Doc M's latest thing with their being scared and how it affects the gossip and whatnot, that may be an option. It wouldn't be one chunk anymore, because I would have to hang off one of the edges unless I made some modifications to the farm, but I will have to see. Right now, this is the area for the villager breeder. Now, why am I putting the villager breeder under the iron farm? It's because of their detection distance. Yeah, I could do like the person suggests, lay out the beds, wait for them to breed, break the beds, and repeat process. Or I could set up this farm, have the beds set up there, and then just let them breed down here and send them up. So this is a single player world, but with the LAN option, I'm going to be trying to use my camera account, which I normally use in ZombieCraft, which is actually the reason I got the camera account, and do an overview for this. So I'm going to cut here, get the camera positioned, and be back. So this is the breeder setup. There will be water pushing to one of those two corners. This trapdoor will be removed once the villagers are set. It's recommended to have around 6 in here, 6 to 10. So that trapdoor will be removed after I get those bred up. These logs here will be removed. This is where the food is tossed in at them. But I need a area where I can guarantee they won't be coming out set up while I get them in there. That is just a minor status update. I think I am going to sleep. Maybe even see about bringing the villagers over here and get them in before I start the next part. Okay, I've gotten these two over here with surprisingly little difficulty. I actually did manage to whack this guy when I was trying to get him out of the boat, but I'm not worried about trading with him, so... Oh. Pretty sure it was this guy. Last time I did, I had a negative. Doesn't matter. So, need to get them in. We're going to do that. And need a water elevator, which there's plenty of kelp right here. I should have brought those over. Just means I'll be running back. Okay, so we're kind of in the way. Let's get this one moved. Yeah, I'm gonna quick run, get some scaffolding. I did put up a small barrier just in case some villagers would try to come by. Let's see, that. That will be good. Should be all I need anyways. And a few bits of kelp. So now finish the water elevator. Knock that slab out. Dirt. I think... let's see if I can reach it or not. So throw one more layer here. Put the signs on there. Okay. Actually, don't think I brought over enough blocks to do this. So let's just throw scaffolding on top of here to kind of close off the rest of this. Which that's what I should have been using to get up here in the first place. And should be high enough. Close enough. Let's see, water source right there. Nope. Now I should be able to place one right here. But I can bring a sign or anything. I would need one. Hmm. Let's reduce that to 2. Okay, through another. No. Not that. There. We didn't just lose some water. Well, find out when I throw the bulb column on. Oh, that is perfectly fine. Gotta love water glitches. Well, that goes there. We get thrown in there. Oh, oh, that was interesting. See, can I get this to work? Nope, have to be a solid block. Or it has to have a solid block under it. Yep. Since I'm over here anyways. Put you in a bad spot, didn't I? Oh, hit him again. Oh well. Get in there. Are you bobbing? Where'd you go? Oh, you're standing on top of the trapdoor. You little bugger. I don't even. Oh, there he goes. Remember you're resilient. No trade deficits. I imagine that guy's at least at half health, considering I just hit him with an iron axe. Yeah, oh well. You're next. And a little visual glitches. Okay. Hitbox. Let's try to catch it without catching the villager this time. Oh. Get over there. You. Move. No? Wrong way. He goes. You getting stuck on there too? You getting stuck on there too. Whoop. Let's grab that. So I'm not getting pushed around. And push this guy around. Maybe. I guess I should have pushed me the other way. He's not going to be getting out of there if I break this. Are you serious? He's... Oh, no. You get your butt down the hole. Thank you. Okay, now that those two are in there, I know there's one bed nearby, but yeah, I'll break my bed so this guy claims it and get the water. Take out the soul sand and put it in. Alright. So let's see, which corner do I? Let's throw them to that corner. So bucket here. Put in the glass. And the little rail thing I will put over here. Of course, I don't have a ton of food on me, which was an oversight, so let's see, what is it? It's 3. So I'll toss my bit of bread. Get them started. Actually, no, that trapdoor was fine. Why are you not picking it up? Oh, they're tossing it back and forth. So let's put this down. This way I can start getting the other villagers in here. I'll have to throw some more food at them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause here. Get at least 6 villagers in here. So let's put a roof on the thing. Then we'll start the iron farm. Okay, that took a lot longer than it should have. Oops. And I immediately fall off the thing. So what ended up happening was I decided, let's let this run overnight after throwing a bunch of food at him. That way I don't have to sit around waiting for the villagers to grow up. They can breed. The carrot farm I started over there could grow. And these guys did nothing. Turns out that initial one that I had hit with the axe a couple times was a greedy villager. So this morning, got the carrots harvested, replanted a bunch of them, doubling the size of the farm since I think I'm going to be needing it. And toss more food to these guys. There's now 6 in here. Because that guy right there kept on throwing the bread at himself. So what I'm going to do, and I'm hoping this works. If it doesn't, I'll rework what I'm doing. But that is up 64 blocks. I decided to just do one stack, that way the beds up there should still be within range of this here. And I went back to the village I got them from and found the unoccupied beds and broke them, replaced them, just in case they were still detecting those. Yeah, got 2 nice size sections of carrots here. And now what I'm going to do is there's a 1 chunk iron farm that I'm going to build up there. Now, I believe I mentioned in the last clip that I'm thinking about modifying it a little bit. I'm going to build the base farm, then set up a section where there is probably a zombie pigman, since I know they work, and they are At least they have before. And there's no chance of them turning the villagers into zombies. At least, unless they have changed the pigment where they aren't kind of zombies for villagers, then I'll have to work something out. That is for when I get there. First thing you do is build up the farm itself and get the beds in place. Which, thinking about it after the fact, I should wait till it's up there. Because now I'm going to have to haul all these up there rather than building them up there. Yeah, back to the camera count. Okay, so this is one layer of the rear done. I thought, oh, let's just stick in the glass. For the next layer, so that's marked out. Stuck it one too low, so I did end up wasting some glass here. I'm not filling in this whole section until I'm ready to start the next beds. And it doesn't matter what workstations you have in here. I actually made, whoop. Camera count apparently has my same inventory. Yeah, probably because I loaded in the world first. Anyways, made some composters and looms. I didn't have a ton of strings, so made a bunch of both. So composters will probably be on the next level for the most part. I know I'm going to have to make some more. So this will get filled in. And this will be mirroring that. I'm going to do 2 layers to start with. Because, like I said, I'm thinking about modifying this a little bit. With, let's see, villagers will be staying here. I'll have to play with it a little bit. So I'm thinking about having a zombie pigman going back and forth on a cart over on this side. And some of these being like trap doors or something that they can see the character through. Anyways, I will cut back in with this once I get the villagers in this first layer and it capped off. So, I think I have enough villagers in for that level. I started building up this one, but the villager bedbug is still there. I even updated to 1.14.1 pre-release, and it's a little laggy on the load, but once that's taken care of, it seems to run fine. I haven't seen any chunk errors. Then again, I haven't been running around that much either. Just back and forth from here to the house and back through the nether. But I'm not getting the lag that I was, so that's good. I don't normally update to a pre-release in a world. At least not when I'm playing. For testing, maybe. But I'm hoping that either pre-release 2 if there's another one, or... hang on. Let's see. If you notice, there is still 3 villagers who are refusing, to grab an empty bed. There's 2 empty beds right here, and it looks like there's one right here. These guys have been pushed around so much. It's 4 of them, actually. Though I do notice if they get pushed around enough, they will actually hop out of the bed and stand around for a while. Then maybe lie back down. Yeah, I might actually have extra villagers in here. We'll see. If that's the case, I will end up having to call the extras or try to somehow push them into this without all the other ones hopping in. No, this has been running relatively well, I think. At least that's why I've gone while I was building this up and try to keep an eye on them. One thing I have noticed, this is not good for doing the ladder trick. You honestly cannot do that. I have killed myself more than once on this thing. Either purposely trying to do the ladder trick and finding that I can't, or being in the wrong spot and end up falling to my death. So for now, this will be the end of this episode. I'm going to continue building this up once the villager problem has been solved. And who knows, maybe by the time this one comes out, 1.14.1 may be released. We will see. Huh? This villager breeder and that farm will be in the description. And you can kind of see right there, I started building out. I was in a test world trying out how to set up a zombie or a pigman up there. Turns out, I don't know if it's a bug or a change. The pigman is actually not scaring the villagers. At least they're not running from it. I don't know if it's making them nervous or not. I didn't look up the command to check that. So, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.